Arkadij, you just won your game against Georg Meier. Congratulations. Once again, we saw you take a very active, aggressive approach to the game. What happened?
I think today it was more him, basically. I think I got lucky in the opening and got quite a promising position with black. I think the position after e5 was critical. He went knight b5. It was a very strange move to me. I think he should have gone knight f3, and now is the question if I have something more than just being equal. Of course I can play queen c7, c knight take d5, but I think it should be equal. I've been actually calculating e4, it's quite interesting. Knight d4 and now d takes c4. Not sure if he can go actually knight e6, because I go c3, queen a3, and I give the queen f take e6, rook d8, and I take just back. So I want to play c2, rook d1. So in case I have e4, knight d4, d takes c4, in case he needs to take b takes c4, so I think I could be doing slightly better. So he went knight b5, it was very surprising to me, because I think he should have gone knight f3 in any case. And after knight b5, probably my position is already slightly better. And then probably somewhere I played not that precise, so it got quite tricky. I think I played rook f6, actually, bad move. I should have gone e4. It's looking very promising for black. If e4, he needs to go f4 and then d3. So, but I went this rook f6, and instead of c take b6, probably maybe he can play c6. I was not sure. In case of rook f1, I think I have e4. And then I have this threat rook h6, so after c6, queen c8, I was not that sure. It looks quite promising, I think, for black, but of course very tricky.
Well, I think you would use some good fortune after yesterday. Difficult game for you, the draw against Matthias Blübaum. You'd played a brilliant game. Tell us, what went through your mind when you played this rook sacrifice, rook takes g7, which of course looks very promising. How far had you calculated? How were you evaluating the position?
Well, yesterday I think it's one of the most probably worst games I ever played, because not to win this is really tough. I think I played an interesting opening with rook g1, g4, and then Matthias, he'd been thinking for something 20-25 minutes and played the move e5. I mean, e5 is just shocking. I mean, when you play after 25 minutes e5, I said wow during the game. I mean, to make a move like e5, it's tough. Then I should be doing better. He clearly blundered as well, knight g5, knight s3 back, and already in a position where he had like a couple of minutes left, he's as well taking bishop take d3. Okay, bishop take d3. So during the game I really, well, I thought it basically ends. And of course rook g7 been not necessarily, I could have just played f4, it's a complete resignation to position, and as well he has just a couple of minutes, I have 1 hour. First I blundered the move rook f7, it was the first thing, otherwise I would not have taken on g7, but after rook f7 I think I calculated well into this endgame, so it's very straight line, so I have the bishop pair and 3 pawns, the position is completely winning, and I played another probably only few moves been worse than bishop f4 that I did. So bishop f4 really disgusting. No idea why I play sometimes so badly. So instead of bishop f4, just bishop d5, the game is just done. So after bishop f4 it got tricky, and finally it was a draw. Of course, very tough draw for me, because basically it was no game, 20 moves. I have 1 hour, I have 5 moves that are winning a piece on a spot. Yeah, basically 4 just resignation. I have as well many other options. Even what I played, rook g7 is winning, rook g6 is winning. I mean, yeah, tough.
I understand, of course, a very tough day. How do you cope with a game like that? How do you recover? And I mean, you bounced back today, but what do you do after a game like this?
I think it's for every chess player quite difficult in case you don't win such a game, and especially in the way it went, because really my opponent did everything he could to lose this game. So yeah, it's very, very unpleasant. Well, what can you do? I mean, you should try to stay more or less okay, but as well against Caruana it was very unpleasant for me that I lost position that was very close to draw. I needed to be a bit precise. Sure, he played very well, of course credit to him, but I think I should have held it, and then next day again against Blübaum. So yeah, been difficult moments.
Okay, well, thankfully you bounced back and 3 more rounds to go. Tell us, how does it feel to you to play here in Baden-Baden? You lived here, you've been playing for the team for many, many years. Do you feel some sort of home advantage, or do you feel well here? How is that?
I always liked Baden-Baden, that's why I lived here. It's a very nice town, and for OSG Baden-Baden I'm playing, I think, more than 10 years already. So I'm very happy to participate in this tournament. For me, I only have rare occasions where actually I can play against the very best of the world, so every game for me is something very nice. I really enjoy playing this top players, even if of course it's difficult, but at least you have games where you learn from, games that are interesting, and for me the tournament of course is very special.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck for the remaining games.
Thank you.